Happy Thanksgiving to you, American friends, and to you awesome listeners everywhere else. Stay tuned in. Do not turn this episode off, because even though for us in the US, today is about gratitude and family and food for many, the connection between gratitude and weight loss is something that I think you can embrace 365 days a year. It's also something that no matter the point that you're at in your journey, no matter how many pounds you have left to lose or how disciplined you are or how strong your mindset is, gratitude is something that we can all be reminded of. Let's go. Hey mama, welcome to the Tough Love Mom Podcast. I know you're here because you're ready to get consistent and finally lose that weight, and you're not afraid of a little tough love. You know what to do to lose weight, but following through on those things feels impossible. You wish you could just feel like your strong, confident self again and want to be a good example for your little ones, but you get thrown off by mom guilt and the unpredictability of motherhood. It's frustrating. Taking on your journey postpartum is hard, but it's not impossible. Hey, I'm Liz, and I've been where you are. I gained a lot of weight in my pregnancies, 90 pounds and then 60 pounds. I needed to lose that weight to take control of my health and honestly just wanted to feel like myself again. With a sustainable approach to weight loss, simple consistency, and working on my mindset, I lost it all in just over a year both times, and I'm here to help you do the same. I believe that we have an ingrained ability to figure out what we need to do, make it happen, and do it in a way that awes the world. If you're ready to stop falling off the wagon, create solid routine and healthy habits, and finally feel your best inside and out, all while enjoying dino nuggets on your salad, you are in the right place. We're about to transform your journey, my friend. Get pumped up. It is tough love time. I promise I'm going to share the connection between gratitude and weight loss, but first, a thank you for being here, for allowing me to pour into you, for being receptive of this tough love mom message that's been laid on my heart to share. The podcast isn't even a year old yet. It's just over 11 months old. And the past year-ish, give or take, has truly been the best year for me personally, just on a personal level, as a mom, as a woman of faith. And this, the podcast, you, the listener, are a huge part of that, a huge part of just that growth that I've had this year personally, on a personal level. I'm not talking business. I'm not talking like social media. I mean, I've gotten off of social media. I'm talking about me as a woman. It has been huge, and you are a huge part of that. So thank you for being part of the Tough Love Mom community, for being part of this movement that, the way I see it, I'm very visual. I get a lot of pictures in my head of what I'm talking about. I wish a podcast could give you a visual input in my brain. But this movement is at the momentum building stage. You know, when a wave is starting out in the ocean and it's just kind of waving, but when it gets closer to shore, it's going to crash. It's going to, whatever it's called, crest and crash. It's at those momentum building stage. It's way out there. It doesn't even look like a wave yet. That's how I feel right now. And this movement that I truly believe you're a part of, it's meant to help moms realize that they're more capable than they could ever realize. That is something that has been on my heart forever. I've always felt like I am called to just help people realize they're capable of way more than they think. I think that's why I do some of these crazy physical challenges, because I know when I do, there's women out there, there's moms out there that go, oh, I'm going to go do a hard workout today, or I'm going to go do something that I haven't done in a while, or be disciplined in this. And it's great, but I can't do a crazy physical challenge like that 365 days a year. So I've got okay, what other ways can I cultivate this in women and moms? And you're here for the beginning of that, the foundation building. You are part of the foundation, literally. When a foundation is built, construction-wise, it's getting poured into the ground. It ain't moving. It's holding up that building, and you're part of that, because I can't be that alone. And for that, for you specifically that I'm speaking to right now in your earbuds or wherever, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You keep me going. You keep me spurred on, even if you don't realize it. And I just wish I could give you a hug in real life, because that's what I do, is I'm a hugger, and I would love to just give you a hug. Maybe one day there will be like in-person stuff with the Tough Love Mom Co. I don't know. That would be cool, because then I could give you a hug in real life. But that's just a huge thank you, because, and gosh, words can't even do it. That's why I want to give you a hug. But very grateful for you. So let's get into gratitude and weight loss, because I know that's what you're here for. So first off, let me go here. If you Google gratitude and weight loss, because I did earlier today, obviously, you guys, so many blog articles. I mean, pages. I only kind of scrolled the first page, and I was like, wow, okay, I guess these things do relate. Unfortunately, I didn't really open any, but I was kind of like reading the quick descriptions of them. They all say what we all know. Very unfortunate. Gratitude, I'm going to sum it up for you. Gratitude helps your mental health. We know that, right? And when your mental health is in a better state, you're happier. And happiness positively impacts your physical health. Like, duh. We know that. We all know that. It's common sense, right? So you know me. We're going to take a very different approach today to gratitude and weight loss, because all the other people have said all the other things, and I'm not going to repeat that to you, because you can go read it on Google. We're going to take the definition of gratitude, break it down, as always, and we're going to apply each part to a mom's health journey, to your weight loss journey, to you. We're going to apply it to you listening. So, definition of gratitude: readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Now, readiness to. Let's talk about readiness to blank. You're prepared mentally. This is not a physical preparation. This is a mental preparation. Being grateful requires a level of awareness, presence, peace, pause. Like, you gotta stop, because you are about to do something, albeit it's not physical, but mentally you are. And this is not easy as a mom, right? It's not easy to pause. It's not easy to feel super present, to be really aware, because you've got like 50 other concerns going through your head. Oh, I got to turn the water off because I forgot I left it running while I was trying to chase my kid down the hallway with his diaper pulled off. And all, like, it's hard to pause sometimes, right? I mean, that literally happened today to me. So remember that gratitude requires readiness. Think of a catcher in baseball. Here's a sports analogy for you. If you're a sports person like me, that catcher is focused on the pitcher, because he has got to catch that ball. If he doesn't, he hurts his team's outcome, right? That catcher has got to catch the ball that the pitcher is throwing. So he is zoned in. He is focused. He is aware. He is present. He's in the moment, that pause, right? When you're being intentional about gratitude, we've got to be ready. Now, the second thing that comes in this definition is show appreciation for and to return. Ooh, it's like a big chunk that we're going to dissect here. So, quick definition of appreciation, which is a really cool one: recognition and enjoyment of the good qualities of someone or something. So, calling out and taking a second to cherish, to admire, to value the positives, the good in you. Because we're talking about your journey here, mama. In you, the good in your journey, the good in your body and what it's done. Even if you don't love the way it looks right now, there's good in there. There's good that it's done. You're recognizing and admiring and valuing the positives in the season that you're in. No matter how overwhelming it feels most of the time, there's good in there. You're finding the good in what you have done, what you have overcome, the hard things you did already do. Moms do hard things on a daily basis. Think about those things. There's some good in there. What has that done for you? Okay, and I want you to sit in it. It's a lot easier to call out the good qualities and then move on, right? That's how a lot of gratitude works. It's how a lot of people pray. It's just like, hey, thanks for this and this and this. Boom, done, amen. Or, to sit there and go, I am like grateful for this body. It gave me my kids. But like, sit in it. Really sit in it. Think about the hard things it's done. Think about the hard things you've done mentally, physically. What good has your body given you? What good has your mind given you? And sit in it for a minute. Okay, embrace it. Accept those things. And then the second part of that dissection that we just took out, to return. So that means to send something back, right? When it comes to your postpartum journey specifically, the way to return that gratitude, that appreciation, is to do something for what you're grateful for. So if it's your body that you're showing that appreciation for, that you're valuing, move it in gratitude. If it's the season that you're in, take like an hour to be extra present. Put your phone in the other room and just be extra present with your family. You know, if it's the things you've overcome mentally, just take some time to like journal about that. Or, I mean, I don't even journal that much. I'm not going to tell you to do that because I don't personally in this season find the time to do it. But like, take some time to just sit and reflect on like, wow, how has that changed me? How has it impacted my kids? That's really cool. Okay. Give it back. Give it back. And I would be remiss not to note the word and between those two statements, between appreciate for and to return, because the word there is and in the definition of gratitude. It's not or. So you have to give and embrace it, and then take that extra step and do something in return. Do something in return for that gratitude that you're feeling. And lastly, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Your body's done a lot. Your body's been really kind to you, even if it doesn't feel like it all the time. I mean, I wouldn't have said that like after having preeclampsia, right? I did not feel like my body was kind to me. After birthing my child, I was like, y'all, you're going to feel better anytime soon because this does not feel kind, right? I breastfed both my kids, so like breastfeeding doesn't feel very kind sometimes. I mean, I guess that's your baby, but there's lots of times when it's hard to like recognize that kindness in our season or in our bodies and what it's doing for us. But it has done a lot. Your body, it's carried a child, birthed it, comforted it, and so much more. And it still does. Like, you're still raising that child. Mentally, you have done so much adjusting. I always compare it to like books. You know how you're like, oh, I'm in a new chapter of my life. Okay, I think when we become moms, each time, like first child, second child, if you're blessed with a third or a fourth, I think each time you become like a mom of another child, you're stepping into like a new book. You're like, oh, they're like, here's a new textbook. You're not even in the old one anymore. Here's a brand new one, right? It's an entirely new book. But again, just remember all that your body, your mind, your life, the season you're in, all those things, what they've done for you. Okay? And do all of this whole process in kindness. Give, embrace, and return kindness to yourself. And okay, that's like a little intangible and it sounds like all those like woo-woo podcasts. So let me bring it back real quick. Come back to me if you're like, I lost you there, Liz. I think I kind of lost myself too. But let me ask you this. Can you imagine approaching your postpartum journey from a place like that? A place of constantly appreciating and embracing what your body has done and returning that appreciation by honoring your body, honoring your journey, honoring that season with more kindness in the form of caring for your body physically, of caring for, you know, the season that you're in and being present and being more just like time aware of how you're spending time. Like, talk about that mindset shift. If we could approach our journey like this 365 days a year, I don't think we would struggle with as much comparison. I don't think we would struggle with as much frustration with ourselves because we're coming from a place of, I know what my body's done. I know what I've walked through in different seasons and with different things I've had to grow through. I know where I'm at right now and how far I've come. And from there, I can honor my body. I can honor my journey and my season and move forward in a way that I'm grateful. Like, I feel gratitude and I'm going to move forward in that confidently. I'm going to move forward in that. I mean, like, it's just this place of mental peace that I don't think you can get from having the right habits in place. It's a mindset. And in a nutshell, I think that's gratitude and weight loss together. Yeah, all those like experts out there all say the same things about how it affects your mental state and it makes you happier. And so it makes your physical health happier because your mental health is better. True. Very true. But just as moms, I think when we can apply that to ourselves and say, hey, like, this is everything that I've done so far, and not like in a sense of like accomplishment, but this is how I've grown. This is how I've changed. This is how motherhood has changed me and my body and what I'm doing now. It might not be perfect. I'm not perfect, My body physically doesn't look perfect anymore like it did when I was, 17. Like we might be in that mental state thinking those things. But when you can do that and then respond in kindness, like the definition of gratitude says, when you can do that and honor your body and your journey moving forward, I just don't think you can go wrong. And I think it's an approach that cannot fail when it comes to your weight loss, your postpartum journey. It's all about just honoring your body moving forward, okay? With all that being said, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If it's not Thanksgiving where you live, I hope you're having a great Thursday. I hope your weekend is I hope you spend some time to be grateful. That's what I hope. Really hope you spend that time to reflect and think about everything that's changed, how it's changed you in the best ways. Because I'm sure there's things that have changed you in some negative ways, but when we do this, we want to focus on the good, on the positives, on the kindness. The way that, those were hard times, but they were kind to me because look where I'm at now, okay? It's a great place to approach your journey from. If you want fun reminders like this every once in a while, obviously in much shorter form, via the form of a text message from me, I want you to shoot the word tough love, 2 words, tough love, to 205-809-7300 so you can hear from me once a week. Just get a little bit of tough love in your life and be encouraged. With that, be grateful and get after it. Before you go, thank you for spending this time with me on the Tough Love Mom podcast. If this episode encouraged you in any way, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a review letting me know how this show has impacted you. Then send this episode to another mom friend, or take a screenshot, post it on social media, and tag me so I can personally thank you for helping me on this journey to impact thousands of moms. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you, sister. Until next time, get after it.